Hola, how you all doing? I pray that you're doing well today. What's going on in your life? What's bigger than God in our life? Nothing. Okay. I pray that when you understand the bigness, the faithfulness of God, the greatness of the power of God, that you would start to look at your situation in light of that truth. In Jesus' name I pray. Let's start to magnify and glorify his holy name in our life. Let's start to see him for who he is in our life. That will start to change your perspective about everything else that's going on around. When people are nasty to you, you can be nice to them, honey. You can love them even though they don't love you. You know why? Because it's the love of God that's flowing through you, honey. I pray this in Jesus' mighty name. Let's talk about Solomon today. Solomon was one of the wisest men in the history of history, right? And Solomon says to ponder, to think. Ponder means to think, y'all. And control what comes out of your mouth. And what we allow our eyes to view. Okay, people. The Bible talks a lot about this, okay? It says to guard our hearts, guard what our gates, our eyes, our ears, and what comes out of our mouth. And I also say what comes in your mouth too, because what we're eating is destroying and killing us. So, but the Bible talks about these things. They're gates, they're entry ways, they're ports that the enemy can use to get in. Right? And we need to be vigilant more than ever. We need to be vigilant about what we're listening to, what we're hearing, what we're absorbing, what we're being saturated from every single day. You know, I had something here in Proverbs 4:23-27. It says, above everything else, guard your heart, because from it flows the spring of life, right? Keep your heart guarded. Keep your eyes and your ears guarded. Watch what comes out of your mouth. From the abundance of your heart, thy mouth shall speak. Now listen to me. Governments and companies go to great lengths to guard their installations, their plans, and their secrets. Did you hear me? They have all kinds of security, alert, because these are the things that they guard, that they find valuable, right? But God says it's even more important to guard what we allow to reside in our minds. Ooh, did you hear what I said, baby? Our mind is our control tower. I always call it the control tower, command central. So whatever you got going up on here is going to flow, and it's going to overflow into your life. So if you don't like the way you're living, check what you're thinking about. Check what you're watching. Check what you're listening to every single day. I talk a lot about this because if we don't get this right, ain't nothing else going to be right, right? So I pray today that we watch what we're taking in. Guard your eyes, your ears, your heart. Guard them with everything that you have. Be vigilant. Be purposeful about what you're watching, what you're listening to, and what comes out of your mouth, honey, because overflow is coming out your mouth. So you're talking il nana out your mouth, then what you got inside, honey. It's like a sponge, right? A sponge, you be cleaning all the dirt, and then when you squeeze it, what it releases, whatever is inside of it, whatever you saturated with. So whatever you're saturated with, whatever you're watching and listening to, is what's going to come out of you, what's going to spill out of you. So I pray that you check yourself, okay, before you wreck yourself. And allow God to fill you up, so that when you overflow, when you spill into others' lives, what they see and what they hear is Jesus, baby. Okay, I love you guys. I am on Amazing Avenue and Blessed Boulevard. Where you at? Holla.